1970, and today I'm going to be replacing the front brake rotor and rear brake rotor and the brake pads on the 2006 Nissan Altima with the 2.5 liter. So let's get started. First thing I wanted to do on this was check to make sure that I could get the bleeder valve open, since this has been sitting for a while. And yes, it is opening and closing. I'm going to loosen up the bolts here for the caliper, and that is a 14 millimeter. It is tight. Let's see if I can break that loose. To get into this bottom one, I had to put an extension on here. These are they've been on here for so long and they're so hard to get off that I have to put this pair of slip locks in behind it and pull out on it while I'm turning the bolt to get them out. So I'm going to take these bolts out and then remove this caliper. Got these off. Finally got these off. You can see how rusty the pins are. So I'm gonna clean them up so I'll be able to put them back in. It'll be easier to take out the next time. But I got the caliper coming off now. I'm gonna have to compress that piston, and I'm gonna move that up out of the way. Remove this brake adapter, and to do that it takes a 19 millimeter socket. So I'm gonna remove both these bolts and then take that adapter off. It threw me off a little bit because this lower one is a 17 or 18, takes a 17 or 18 millimeter, and the upper one here takes a 19. So I'm going to pull this adapter off here. Hopefully it comes right off. There we go. And then I'm probably gonna have to beat this off because that is stuck on. Let me get my mallet. I'll be back. It took some beating. Back on the corner here, finally got it off. And our heads under here look okay. I'm probably going to take a little brake clean and clean them off before I put the new rotor on. And I'm going to try to straighten this up a little bit. That was bent before. Rotor up, replacing the rotor with some brake clean. Putting this, put it in the right hole, putting this plug back in the hole. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of never seize up on here and then slide the rotor back on. The replacement rotor on there, some anti-seize around the hub, and now I'm going to put the brake pads in here, and I'm going to take these old brake pads out, put the new ones in the hardware, and clean up those pins. Upper pins cleaned up. I cleaned up the bores on this also. I had to reuse the old hardware for the rear brakes, rear brake pads, because the kit didn't come with any. I cleaned them up. I'm going to slide this adapter back up over, and it should go like this, and the wear indicator is on the inside. Let me double check that to make sure I got the right one on there. I did have that right. That's the way that it goes on there. That's where it came off. So I'm putting this back up on. I'm going to put the bolts in, and then I'll get the torque specs and I'll be back. So I torqued these at 65 foot-pounds. I'm going with reading it off the Toyota RAV4. So it should be pretty close. So 65 foot-pounds for those. I'm going to push this cylinder back in, bleed the fluid off of it, slide it back on, put the pins back in, and I'll grease them up, slide them back in. That's what I used to compress the cylinder back in. I loosened up the bleeder valve, as I was turning it in to let any excess fluid out. So I'm going to remove this and then slide it back up on the brake caliper, or up on the rotor. Slide the caliper up on the rotor. I'm going to be using some of this brake and caliper grease for these pins. I'm going to put some of that on there and then be back. Okay, I got these all greased up. The one that looks different is going to go into the bottom, and then this one here, this blunt on the end will go in the top. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. So I'm going to have to put the camera down, I think. Maybe not. I got it started. I'm going to get these snug down and then get the torque specs for them. I torqued these bolts down to 20 foot-pounds, and that should be everything for the side. I'm going to go and do the same thing the other side. This little rubber boot goes on here. Pull it out of the other side and I saw it on there. So I'm going to put that back on and then put this side together and then finish the other side. Okay, I got brake pads on, got everything cleaned up, cleaned the pins, got them oiled, got some never sees on here, everything turns good. Trying to spray a little bit more brake clean on there. But one thing I did notice is these bolts back in here from the other side, one had a bigger or different size head than the other one. These here are both the same size. I don't know why, but the rear's done. I'm going to do the front and then I'm going to bleed the brakes. So let's go to the front. Brake front, looks like this is the same size. What, a 14 millimeter. So first I'm going to make sure that I can get this loosened. The bleeder valve. It looks like someone had vice grips on it before. That's not good. Well, let me see if I can get that off, get that loose, and I'll be back. Well, I was right. Someone used vice grips on this before. I sprayed some PB on it and I was able to get it loose. Hopefully it's good enough. I'll be able to bleed it later. I got these bolts out. So I'm going to pull this caliper off and out of the way. And I also noticed that the lower ball joint on this is worn. So that's going to need replaced. But I'm going to move this out of the way quick. Take this adapter off, pull that rotor off, slap a new one on, get some new brake pads on here, and then I'll be doing the other side. Bolts that holds the brake pads are in the adapter. Bolts for the adapter are 19 millimeter. I'm going to be removing them and removing this adapter. Brake adapter is off, or whatever you call it. Rotor's coming off. Almost not as bad as the rear one was. And it's even that bad now, but with that rotor on there, you can definitely tell that lower ball joint's worn. So anyways, I'm going to get the new rotor, put that on, and I'm going to put these pins. And they're not bad. Maybe pull them out, clean them up, re-grease them, put some new pads on here. I have the hardware for the fronts, so I'll put that on also. Looks like there are wear indicator on the outside. Yeah. Okay. Well, put that back in the way it came out. Let me get this cleaned up. Get that other rotor, and then I'll be back. All four of these replacement front brake pads have wear indicators on them. So I have that spring clip hooked up in that wear indicator on that side, and on the opposite side. Got the new hardware on it. Now I'm going to clean up these pins and put them back in. Okay, this pin here was in the bottom and this one here was in the top. I'm going to oil them up and then grease them up, put them back in. These bolts will be torqued to 79 foot-pounds. 79. So let me get onto this one. There's 79. I'm going to compress this front caliper in and then put that back on, torque those bolts down to 25 foot-pounds. Okay, these bolts are torqued down to 25 foot-pounds. Just gotta go and do the other side now, and then I have to bleed the brakes, and I think we'll be, I'm hoping we'll be done. Leave the cap loose on the front while I bleed the brakes out, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to check this and make sure that the level is good. Hard to see. Full is about the top of that. Well, I think I got the air out of this right rear one. I'm going to go up to the left front and bleed the air out of that one. And what I'm using is my vacuum pump here with a mason jar that I just hook up onto here on the bleeder and then open it up and draw fluid out. Okay, this one's drawing really good. I don't have any air bubbles in the line, so I'm going to go to the right rear. You can see I'm applying pressure to or vacuum to it. I'm going to go to the left rear and open up that one and bleed the air out of that. I'm drawing a lot of fluid out of this one too. So that one's good. I'm going to go to the right front and check that one yet. Okay, the right front is drawing good too. There's no air in that one, even though that bleeder valve's all messed up from someone using vice grips on it. So I'm going to close this off, check the fluid level, and check out that rear one again, right rear. As much air as I could out of here. I think I've got all of it out of the right rear. So anyone was giving me a hard time. So I'm going to get the wheels back on this, and then I checked the brake fluid, it's good. So that should be it. Okay, I've got all the wheels back on and they are torqued down to 80 foot-pounds. Checked out the brakes, everything seems to be working good. All I gotta do is brake them in and I'll be done. Well, that'll do it for installing the replacement brake calipers and rotors on the 2006 Nissan Altima with the 2.5 liter. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay safe. Thanks for watching.